It's probably an invisible wheel. It sometimes happens in this game. Though. Just a wheel will pop up from where people have crashed, and then it will just be there.
I think people are coming in from their first runs now.
I don't understand why people are... Oh my god, there is an awful glitch with the Unique J. That was horrible.
What was that?
It was glitched. So he was half in the pit lane, half on an outlap. So it was like juddering between his pit box and him going out of the pit lane. This game is honestly broke. This game is the most broken thing in the world. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream here in Gavra Racing. The stream seems to be holding up fine at the moment, Toussaint.
Yep, all good.
Yeah, welcome back. I am joined by Toussaint today, as breaking news, Mr. Evan Dalton will currently not be joining me anymore for the rest of the season, as he has got some other issues he has to attend to at this present time. So he is filed in his resignation, unfortunately. But I do have Toussaint here for me this week. I don't know whether Toussaint will be joining me every week. I don't know, because I think there's a lot of other people who want to do some commentary Toussaint. But we'll see what happens anyway. But you're here now, and we've got the Freshman League around once again. Around the wonderfuls, as I'm vote.
Yeah, indeed we do. Glad to be back. Obviously sad that we don't have Evan with us anymore. Bois F1, that's a little bit of a hint for you if you're wondering where he's gone. But our current points leader then in the Freshman Series RC8 starting another lap. Currently done 1 minute 10.3 in this session so far. So a bit of a benchmark there for him to beat. And for the rest of our drivers here to aim for. Greg's currently his closest challenger on track, less than a tenth behind the Ferrari. And his teammate Phantom Razgriz, I'm going to say that as currently sat in P11, having not done a time on the soft tyres.
Yeah, well, we do have a couple of quite a few penalties, unfortunately, for the Freshman League this week. So let me run you through. So EYO, who was here this week, his previous race, he was disqualified from the previous race, and that is Unique J, and he's out, and he's retired the car. And Toussaint, we were saying yesterday how difficult this track is. We've already seen 3 people retire from this qualifying session.
Yeah, the drivers pushing and finding the limits very quickly. This track is also extremely unforgiving, as RC8 actually bails on that lap, Tiger, chooses to come back into the pits.
Yeah, so EYO was unfortunately got himself disqualified from last race because he reset the car to track, which, if you don't know, that is not allowed. The freshman, I say the freshman, RC8 and Tunchuri got 5-second penalties removed due to a safety car bug. Alex Gunnar-Mack received an LLP2 for late braking because he hit the back of the car. And Tonios fortunately picked himself up an LLP5 for a couple of his antics in the last race. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, an LLP2 and an LLP5. So that's why Tonios isn't here alongside his teammate Gregster. And yeah, so Alex Gunnar-Mack, wherever he finishes Toussaint, he will get a 3-place grid reduction at the end of this race. So I have to keep an eye on that as well.
Very true. I think Tunchuri and Triple O might be having words after this qualifying session. Triple O choosing to not get out of the way of the racing point until it was very gone for another one now, so it still has enough fuel in the car to go for 2 flying laps there.
Definitely, I'm just riding on board here with Tunchuri as he's coming through the end of the first sector now, trying to get a good lap in. Hopefully we're going to see a really good race this week from the freshman guys. And let's see what Tunchuri is able to do as he comes through the middle sector.
And Greg's Tigers actually picked up some wing damage, despite being, he was 3/10 up on his time, so it would have been good enough for pole position, but as unfortunately picked up some front left end plate damage there. That's going to seriously hinder his lap, as I believe Greg's will come back into the pits once you go through the big banky boy of turn 14.
Yeah, the big banky boy. Proven to be a little bit of a killer if you get the exit wrong. I remember last season we had a huge pile up Toussaint. I can't remember which league it was. There was could have been the weekend league actually. So I think there was like a massive pile up on like the exit of the final big banky boy. But this track, to say, in general, is a real killer. A lot of these curbs are very, very deadly.
The curves round here are strictly look but don't touch, as I'm currently spectating Infamelo, who's going around at the hairpin down there in the final sector. Has come back after his LLP5 last week and is currently driving for the AlphaTauri team once again here in the Netherlands. Currently winding up to start his lap now on the pair of soft tyres. 4 minutes left to go in this session, Tiger. We're going to have drivers, I think, going out on their final qualifying run soon.
Yeah, we're going to have to see towards the end of this session now who's going to be able to get themselves up top. RC8 still leading, Phantom in third. And the loss of Tonios this race for Gregson could be quite crucial in terms of the Constructors' Championship, which I believe is being led by Ferrari at the moment. But RC8 and Phantom both up in first and third at the moment, and them two really flying. Unique J obviously not being able to improve on this lap. The McLaren and his teammate Kebab Barrage just starting his lap now as well.
Yes, certainly. Gregster and RC8 are the only two drivers to be on the podium at both of the races we've had so far. Both will be trying to, I'm sure, continue that trend as Phantom actually goes into the gravel on that particular lap, Tiger, and that's cost him time against his teammates and championship rivals.
Yeah, it could be crucial for Phantom there, as he is in third place. He needs to find a couple of attempts to catch up to RC8 and Gregster in terms of the table. There's people getting out the way nicely there. As Kebab, I'm just having a look at him. 2 seconds on the lap at the moment, coming through turns 11, now through turn 12. And
you can see the McLaren sliding a bit there at exit, straightening up the wheel as the rear starts to kick out. Through turn 14 now, keep it nice and tight to the right hand side for Kebab, going to bring it out to the left, DRS open. Now it's a straight run to the line. What's going to be for Kebab? 10.4, goes into third position, and it pushes his teammate, who is unfortunately retired from this qualifying session, down to fifth.
Yes, Kebab into third place. Only a 10th behind Gregster and RC8. It's going to be a close one this week, it looks like, between the times. But don't count on Gregster and RC8 yet. I'm sure they'll still be able to improve on their times. As Infamela coming through now on his lap. Obviously, he wasn't here last week due to the race ban. But I'm sure he want to come back this week and prove that he can race cleanly and picks up some good points for him and his teammate Sabo, who has actually retired from this session and most likely going to start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, certainly looking that way at the moment. Unfortunately for Sabo, the Mr. retired early on in this qualifying session. Looked like he just lost the rear a little bit around one of the corners, and that was going to be it. But as we were saying before, Tiger, this track very, very unforgiving. It's very old school. It's almost tarmac, then grass and gravel. There's no room for error here. Sand even, yes, it's a massive sand
There's that tyre from before. It's now in the pit lane entrance.
Ah, well, that's not good.
Yeah, it's just sat in the pit lane entrance. Hello everyone in the chat. Geek Fusion here, Dano here, Urban Fire here, Jutsi Kev here, RC8 here, who's driving, Bon Eagles here, Absolute 11's here, Green Chicken subscribed at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you, Green Chicken.
Combat's off in the sand dunes, and he's nearly taken the Williams with him.
Oh, and he's
retired from the session.
Retired the car. This could be one hell of a headship race here, we'll have on our hands between these guys. Pierre saying, I'm surprised no one's got under the 1 minute 10. Yeah, remember, this is the slowest league out of all the Gavra leagues here, Pierre. So don't be too surprised, but you never know. I see Gregson might be able to pull it out the bag here. Comes Gregson to the line. Can he do so? And he almost does. He goes pole position. RCA not being able to prove too soon because he has he's retired from the session. Goes 2 tenths ahead of RC8. Kebab, he definitely isn't going to be able to improve because he's just come out the pit lane now 2 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to get around for a lap here, but let's see if Phantom's able to improve to cent. Let's ride on board with him, and I want a glorious rest of the commentary lap from you. Go now.
All right, down towards the big, slightly banked corner of a turn.
Oh,
no! Oh, Tiger, we haven't learned from yesterday, have we?
It's happened again. It's happened again. Oh dear. It's happened again.
Alright, well, Robert Codfather there coming through the middle sector now, round the hairpin, gets the DRS open once again in the hat. Can he score some points here finally in the Freshman League? 50.5 through the middle sector. Hasn't done a lap before now, so we're going to come through turns 11 and 12 here. Down to turn 13, shifting up through the gears once again. Only 2 more challenges left. Robert Codfather around this track, down into 4th gear, up to 5th. Now through the big banky boy, turn 14. As it's known, watch the wall on the right-hand side. Keep the car to the middle of the track. Robert Codfather to the line. What's it going to be for the British driver? It's 15th position, or 12th position,
12th
sorry.
position.
And 1 minute 12.2.
Yeah, that is it for Robert Codfather. Gin and Juice to the line. Can he improve? Goes 7th place in the end. 1 minute 10.7. A Tevin? I don't know what a Tevin is. Tunchiri now. Coming around the final few corners. See if he's able to improve on his times. He comes through the big banky boy. Up to the line. And he's going to come across the line here from Tunchiri. And he goes 3rd! Tunchiri! Brilliant lap from Tunchiri. We haven't seen much pace from him in recent seasons. That's a really, really good lap from Mr. Tunchiri Piranha there.
No, obviously that's a setup that fits his car and fits his driving style and fits his track. Yeah, interesting though that we've had no cars in the 1 minute 9. So remember from yesterday, if you tuned into the academy, pole time was around mid to low 1 minute 9. In the Super League last season, we've even had cars getting into the 1 minute 8. So I'm sure the freshman lot will be wanting to pick up that pace fairly shortly. But we're going to take you through how they're going to line up on the grid then. Gregster taking his first pole position of the season. RC8 lines up alongside him on the front row in P2. Tunchiri, best qualifying we've seen from him in a while, starts third, but has a 5-place position grid penalty. Oh dear.
Sorry, I disappeared.
In 4th, Phantom 5th, Unique J 6th, Combat 7th, Gin and Juice 8th, Infamela 9th on his return, and AO rounding out the top 10 in 10th, obviously. Dazza just outside with free choice of tyre in 11th, Robert Codfather 12th, Triple O 13th, and then Triple O, Deadly Jason, Alexander Mack, and Saba the Mister not setting a lap time for their own various reasons. Let's go to the race.
Here we go, Toussaint, and unlike the Academy yesterday, we have got a 50% race here, and could possibly be some rain maybe involved as well. We don't know. We'll see. Alex Pearson said, "Dirty air's horrible around here. It's hard to follow a car. Oh, look at the overcast."
Oh.
I'm liking this. The overcast here in the freshman. This could get spicy. Here we go. Yes.
We have to not use the L word because
last
time we did it around here, I kind of cursed Absolute 11. So we're not doing that.
Pierre making a prediction with saying that 10 drivers will finish. No, Bonneville, I have faith in the freshmen to do something here. Trust me, I've been having words with them. I've been saying, look, come on, guys, we can do a lot better than this. And they've kind of built up that unfortunate reputation now of not being the cleanest of the leagues here in Gavra. But there are some good moments in the racing. We definitely had some good moments last week out in China. But let's see what they can do here in Zanfor. And let's see if they can prove us all wrong, because I reckon they can. But Bonneville's saying Premier Series will be interesting tomorrow. Also predicting a safety car. Could be a safety car. We did have a safety car in the academy yesterday, if you remember, Toussaint. We had a safety car and a virtual safety car, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, so far this week we have a 100% chance of a safety car, but that was obviously just going off of one race. We've got EO6 not regging up in the lobby. Hopefully that's just him fiddling with his setup and not a lobby glitch.
Alex Pearson it's his Jax, but obviously it's Pearson O. But then it's Jax, you see? That's who it is in the comments. But I call him It's Jax because I was calling him It's Jax for ages. So I'm still going to carry on calling you It's Jax. So.
Wait, so Alex, how did you get Jax from?
Yeah. Hang on, we want to.
Pearson.
Yeah, that's true. How did you get It's Jax from all of that? That's intriguing. But Toussaint, brilliant result for the Renault team here, as they obviously don't have a driver here due to a race ban. But their other driver here, Gregster, who we've seen flashes of greatness from Gregster. I mean, he got I think a couple of times he filled in the, I believe, Premier Series last season. I believe he actually had some good results. I believe also he filled in a couple of times in the freshman last season as well. He had good results. But here, showing his pace, he has beaten RC8 here in this qualifying session, put himself on pole.
Yeah, certainly that is exactly where you need to be. As we were saying yesterday, Tiger, this is one of the most important rundowns to turn 1 on the calendar. It's very hard to overtake here, and being on the right strategy will be crucial. Speaking of which, we have got the majority of drivers, 14 in fact, starting on the soft tyre. There might even be rain as well.
I think it's going to be rain.
I think there's going to be Tiger's bold prediction for the race.
But look at the clouds. There's no sun. It's all overcast.
No sun.
There's no sun. It's overcast. It's very dull and dreary. And usually when it's dull and dreary in this game, Toussaint, there's only one thing that's on its way, and it is the rain. The heavens will open. The gods will unleash their rain upon us.
And I'm looking down here in the midfield, Tiger, towards the back of the grid even, sorry, as Alex Gunner, Matt, Deadly, Jason on the hard tyres, Robert Codfather and Triple O on the medium. So Haas and Mercedes going for a split strategy.
It's interesting because the softs can go about 12 laps. Now, if the rain comes later than that in the race, it could be really beneficial for Robert Codfather and Triple O on those mediums, because they will be able to go not as far as the hards into the race, but further enough to where they could make a one stop to the intermediates work if there is some rain that is going to come.
Certainly, if there is rain around lap 15, we could find a lot of very quick drivers out of position here. So, well, maybe we don't know when the rain's going to come, to be honest with you guys, but hopefully we'll spice up the race if it does decide to appear.
Here we go.
We're going to go to 5 red lights now, as I'm going to hand over to Tiger.
Oh, yes, and of course the lights will never be ready for when the drivers are ready, because, you know, that's F1 2020 and that is Codemasters, so we're going to have to wait.
Oh.
Do you know
the not building?
Do you know the drivers haven't even loaded in yet? You know, like that's genuinely how bad this is. The drivers haven't moved off the line though, which is incredibly concerning. Please tell me we haven't got a lobby glitch.
We may have a lobby glitch.
I've got a predicted pit stop strike. No, they're revving up their engines.
No, there we go.
Yep. And there we go, and there the light is trying to go. That's going to be the most... that was the longest time I've ever seen until the lights have gone up. But Phantom's got a good jump over Kebab, and there's a Red Bull is sent already into the side of Unique J. And they've got someone off at the back. It's Dazza. Dazza off at the back there in the racing point. And Gin and Juice now moving up the grid. He's having a battle with Combat. Oh, it's got 3 wide, Toussaint, into the back corner, and Kebab is spun there. And that was a lot of damage into that corner, yeah, and that is definitely deserving of a virtual safety car there, as both McLarens have got into quite a big incident there. Yeah, I think 4 people tried to go wheel to wheel into the smaller banked corner, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, exactly, Tiger. We had Kebab going around the outside, and then he got pinched in between 2 other cars, and then pinballed into his teammate, essentially, then reversing back onto the track, caught his teammate again with the rear wing of that McLaren, and now they are both going to have to come in and queue behind each other to get repairs to that damage. Crazy start here right off the bat. Virtual safety car out on lap 1, and Gregster still leads the way. This has been a perfect start for him so far.
Green flag, here we go.
That's horrible for Gregster, and that puts that
on the back,
right on his gearbox.
Yeah, Rossi is going to be right behind him now as they go through the big banky boys. They're going to come down now towards the first corner. RC8 though, Toussaint going to have no DRS, so it's not going to help him here, as he's going to be RC8 will be struggling with the dirty air on that straight. Gregster in a bit of a vulnerable position at the moment, but a couple of people will be coming into the pits now. Both McLarens have had an awful start, both picking up a lot of damage, as one of the Mercedes here also have damage. I believe that's Triple O with damage. Everyone else, Toussaint, I believe, has got off unscathed. Daz has managed to get himself back into the fight as well. He picked up no damage off of his spin. So, but it's only Triple O, Kebab Barrages, and Unique Day with damage off the start. But look at how close RC8 is behind Gregster.
Yeah, I was about to say, I said that like he was going to go for a move there in towards that corner. Would have been inadvisable to do that at this current time. No DRS yet. Of course, gets enabled after the next lap then. But going down the back straight, that's probably too far back. But his teammate is very close behind him here. As going into the corners of turns 11 and 12 now. Nothing that Phantom can do at this point. The dirty air just slightly too strong at the moment, Tiger.
Yeah, but it's not gone great for the McLaren drivers. They both had a really good quality as well, both McLarens, and they're going to have to try and find their way back into this. But look at Phantom. He's right on the back of RC8 here. Phantom now possibly look for the move. Doesn't have the DRS though. Can't go for it. But Gregster slightly pulling away from RCA. Obviously RCA leading the championship at the moment. But Gregster bringing the fight to him here in this race in the Renault.
And will we see some team orders here between the two Ferrari drivers? Currently it looks like RCA isn't as comfortable in the early stages of this race, as Phantom now still able to just cling on to the back of his teammate a little better than RCA is
to the EYO. EYO's getting very, very leery on the rear, because Infamella's trying to get past him. It's Infamella trying to look for the move, but he's got Combat behind him. As the AI there getting right in the way, as EYO has lagged out of the session. And should have plenty of invites to join back. I sent a lot.
And RC8 now starting to challenge Greg, so going into turns 11 and 12. Does he go for a move at this point? Not at the moment. This is the closest three-car battle that we have on track at the moment, then, as they make their way through the windy and twisty dunes of Zandvoort. Then going in towards turn 13, RC8 is so close, but as we saw yesterday, Tiger, if Gregster just deploys his ERS in the right places, there's nothing that RC8 will be able to do, as the ERS slots open that gap in the rear wing now, as RC8 looks to challenge Gregster.
Gregster's gone defensive. RC8 around the outside.
Drive it to the outside, and he's going to drive it around the outside, gets the move done, but there's still wheel to wheel.
What a move from RCA.
That's
a brilliant move from RCA there, around the outside through turn 1. He got the job done. Brilliant move there from RCA.
And it just looked like he wasn't necessarily going to have the pace in this one. RC8 pulls it out of the bag and gets past Gregster on lap 4 of 36. It's a long way to go though, and if this rain does come, it could seriously spice things up here.
Yeah, I wonder if there is rain. If anyone has any reports on whether there is going to be rain or not, if anyone knows.
Combat's in the gravel. He
is. He's lost it. Yeah, he's lost the position there to Deadly Jason. But good start though, 2%. Let's have a look from a few people. I believe, Gin and Juice getting a good start here, up 2 positions. Centuri up 4 positions. Obviously, he had that 5-place grid reduction that he received in qualifying, but he's up into 4th place now, pretty much whereabouts he qualified, and he's got 1.3 second gap over Gin and Juice. Sabo up 8 places, 2% as well. Deadly Jason up 7, so these guys getting a really good start as well off of these opening stages.
And Sabo might be about to go up 9 positions here, but Greg's is trying to pay back RCA at turn 1.
Here comes Phantom. Phantom looked for a move on Gregster, but here goes Combat now. Someone's picked up damage badly. It's Sabo the Mister.
No, it's Sabo, yeah.
Yeah, Combat's left. Combat's lagged out. I think maybe Combat lagging out possibly has resulted in Sabo going into the back of him. EYO's managed to join the session back. Yeah, look how close they are together. Phantom right behind Gregster here, as Phantom trying to look for the move. Gregster trying to get back here. Gregster in a bit of an unfortunate battle here. He would like to have had his teammate here, and he got on that inside curb. And just saying, that is definitely one of the curbs on this track you do not want to ride on, otherwise it becomes quite treacherous.
And in 2 loud, Greg's going to fight it back down the outside. Turn 12.
He's on the he's going to hold on the inside here.
Is he going to go for it? He is.
He has done. He gets the move done. But unfortunately, what that's done is 2%. It's allowed RC8 to get away. But here comes Phantom to the inside. He's going to be looking for the move. He's going to hold it on the inside now, and he does get the move done, and Greg's just slot in behind him.
Yeah, and just like that, in 2 laps, Greg's going from the lead down to 3rd position then. It's a Ferrari 1-2 once again here in Zandvoort.
Yeah, I currently have no interval gaps. But that's unfortunate for Greg. Yeah, they're starting to come back now, though, if everybody's crossing the line. But that's unfortunate, though, for Gregster, because he's found himself behind both Ferraris now. Phantom 1.6 seconds behind RCA, out of that slipstream range. It has not gone well for Gregster. He's on the losing side of this battle at the moment.
Yeah, now Daz are looking at the back of Combat's AI, or they just can't find their way past in this first sector then. Gonna keep an eye on this now to head down in towards turn 6.
A couple of people have got damage here. I believe Alex Mack has front left end plate damage. I believe Combat's AI possibly also, yes, he has front right end plate damage. But Alex Mack going to try and find his way through. Is there someone off? It's EYO. He managed to join back into the lobby, but he's had a bit of a spin there, as Alex Mack does get past Combat. And now it'll be the turn of Robert Codfather, who, to say, Robert Codfather will be putting himself into points position if he gets past combat here. Come on, Robert.
Go for it, Rick Bobby.
Robert Codfather only picked up a couple of points last season. It was only 1 or 2 points. This could be a point already here for Robert Codfather in this race if he can hold it here. But he's got to get past combat, and he's most likely going to do so, as he will have the DRS and should be able to nicely fly past the AI.
Oh, combat's back.
Combat's joined back.
Gonna go wheel to wheel.
Yeah, but Robert's going to rub it around the outside. Yes, Robert. Me and Robert were teammates, as I did fill in for Willie Sanker for the rest of the previous season. I believe Willie Sanker, though, is back now, isn't he, Toussaint? He did appear at one point in the Discord. The iconic duo,
so, yeah.
The iconic duo, Robert Codfather and Willie Sanker, they will never be missed. But Robert
Do you mean
Codfather,
they will be missed?
They will be missed. No, they will never be. Oh yeah, true. They will be missed.
So,
I meant to say they will never be forgotten.
That's
what I was meaning to say.
Phantom, though, is really closing that gap up to RC8 now. I think RC8 got it back to just over a second as they went through the detection
We could actually have a really good battle on our hands here, like a 3-way battle here for first place. But keep an eye on Tunchuri there. I know it's 5.2 seconds behind Toussaint, but with all of these people battling and EYO's retired, I think that could be a manual retirement.
That's a manual, yeah.
Definitely a manual retirement for EYO. Yeah, it definitely is a manual retirement because the car is still moving. Yeah, manual retirement for Mr. EYO. It's Deadly Jason getting past Infamella. Oh, Infamella's had a bit of a spin or something to say. He's got front right end plate damage.
That's going to be hugely beneficial to Deadly Jason. He now moves up into P6 and crucially, Tiger, on those hard tyres.
Well, yeah, it could be a good position for Alex Gunamac. No rain at the moment, Toussaint. Haven't seen any droplets. It does seem to be very, very cloudy though. But Phantom.
Oh, Phantom's got no brakes. Phantom's got no brakes.
Oh, he's rejoined the track quite in an aggressive position there. But Greg's has managed to get past him, and that is. He just didn't stop that Ferrari, did he? He had like a Haas brake failure there almost.
I don't know if he just missed his braking point or something's gone wrong on his wheel set or controller triggers or something, but that was like, it was like he just didn't, yeah, like you say, Tiger, just didn't brake. I saw him swerve to the inside like he was trying to avoid an accident.
Well, here comes combat, and oh no, he's not rub out the points.
Phantom really struggling under braking now. He's nearly gone into the back of Greg's turn 3.
Maybe he's got a pedal problem.
Could this be a terminal issue then for Phantom in the Ferrari? Nothing new, Ferrari's breaking down. But
keep an eye on, but it seems to be working at the moment. It seems to be applying full brake pressure, but could become an issue in the latter stages of this race. But Gregster, it doesn't seem like RC8's on the pace today. Usually RC8 would seem to have taken this opportunity and pulled away, but Gregster's back in the DRS range now for him.
As that those previous worries seem to be fixed now for Phantom. As you were saying, Tiger, yeah, just really not pulling away at the moment. Rain. It just started to rain.
Is it raining?
I just saw the droplets. Look at the chassis on Gregster's car. It's raining.
Oh, it is. The rain has come. Only 10 laps into this race, so we're going to see some intermediates. But when will it happen? Pierre, you missed the fact that I literally, a lap before this, I said we haven't seen any rain yet, and then now the rain has just come. So once again, I've jinxed it. But Toussaint, the rain is here. But look, Greg's just opened up a second gap to Phantom now. Greg's on a flyer at the moment. He's catching up to RC8 here.
And they've both got relatively similar levels of ERS, that being very little. Could
it also come down to the fact as well, remember, drivers can race differently in the rain. Some drivers can be quicker, some drivers can be slower. It could come down to this in this race. But as I said to Saint, do you remember I said those medium...
in the grass!
Greg's in the grass. Oh yeah, he's lost time again.
Yeah, I just saw Greg's swerve onto the grass. I thought he was going to be out of the race for a minute, and I thought that was going to be a massive crash, but Greg's managing to save it. Sorry.
I have to say, though, these guys on the softs, it's kind of worked out okay for them, because the rain has come early enough that if it rains now, hopefully they can get off of those softs and onto those intermediates but they're going to be really struggling. So it might be the time, though, for those guys on the mediums and the hards, especially like Deadly Jason, in a really good position. And Toussaint, don't know if you saw last week's race, but Deadly Jason had the biggest big brain genius strategy you'll ever see. He pit early for wing damage, but we had heavy rain in the latter part of the race, and the last lap was intermediate conditions, but everyone didn't want to pit because it was last lap. So Deadly Jason opted for the intermediates when he changed his wing, and he caught up, overtook like 5 or 6 drivers, and gained like 20 seconds on the final lap. So Deadly Jason, he could be on for another like strategic maneuver here on those hard tyres.
Yeah, certainly here, Tiger. What's crucial now, though, is the crossover point. We're on lap 11 of 36. This is where the pit stop strategy really opens for these people who are on the soft tyres at the moment. This virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car, and that could be even more crucial for these soft runners, because now they're going to be able to save those. Just looking to see. Oh, Sabo Lamissa has no front wing at all. He has 0 front wing, Toussaint. That probably is why there's a virtual safety car, because I believe there is some wing that has been Oh, is it intermediate?
They're going for soft.
Wait, they're going for soft tyres. This could be a huge blunder. They've opted to... Greg's on the hards. That could be a huge blunder for Gregster, because the rain... Wait, is the rain going to stay? Or is it going to be light rain for the entire race? We just don't know, do we? What this race is...
But Phantom's just been given a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car.
Oh,
dear. Got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
And Greg's on the hards. And Chin and Juice has stayed out.
Yeah, Greg's the only person coming out of that
came in for a
unscathed.
set of mediums.
Unique J's on the inters.
What? This is crazy, Toussaint.
It's Phantom spun!
Oh!
Phantom spun!
Oh, he has! No wing damage? What is this race?
What's gone on? RC8's managed to get past Unique J.
The rain has pulled an absolute blinder in this race.
I can't work out who's in the battle out here on the circuit at the moment. So, Phantom's stayed out on the sort of softs. RC8 has pitted for new soft tyres.
People seem to be struggling a little bit. I'm right on board with RC8 here, just battling with that rear, just the entire car here on those soft tyres. He's battling. I don't know why he came in for softs. Phantom's come in.
And he's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in.
So he came in for a drive-through and then picked himself up a 5-second while trying to serve the drive-through.
And that's essentially taken him out of this battle for the lead here, Tiger. And in fact, Unique J's close nearly 20 seconds on Sabin.
The problem is, though, is Unique J is a lap down on those inters, but those inters just aren't quick enough yet. The rain isn't heavy enough for the intermediates at Toussaint.
Yeah, it definitely isn't here, Tiger. It's not working well for the McLaren.
Maybe Gregster's pulled an absolute blinder here. Maybe Gregster knows something we don't.
Maybe the rain's going to stop very soon. We just don't know. Maybe if it stops before the end of the race. And yeah, absolutely, Gregster has pulled the blind out of a strategy. He's only 4.1 seconds behind RC8 at the moment as well. RC8 now will be praying that this rain gets heavier.
Oh, we got someone off its Unique Jade. He's got wing damage. I think that was definitely too early for those intermediates. Definitely way too early for them. Infamella's coming for the hards. Hards for Infamella.
And that's very interesting as well then. So, I don't think the rain's going to be heavy enough here, Tyler. I think it's just going to be a little spattering, and then we're going to go back to some dry running. At least that's what all of the pit stops would suggest, going back onto another set of the slick tyres. As Jin and Juice now picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So
what that Gregster's doing a softer hard, do you reckon RC8 is picked for the softs, Toussaint here? Because he believes that the rain will come later in this race, so he wants to be on those fresher softs for the guys who've gone for a softer hard, and then he's gone for a soft inter, whereas other people have gone for a soft hard intermediate strategy from it looks like. But why wouldn't those guys just go for the medians? Or the softs?
I mean, what you were saying there, Tyler, is exactly what RC8 has done here. He's gone for a more aggressive strategy, hoping that the rain will come down enough so that he doesn't lose out on this gap to Gregster.
This race has not even become any battles now. It's just based off of strat. It's just a strategic race here. The rain doesn't seem to be falling any heavier than it did before.
Not really, Tigers. Phantom makes trying to make his way past combat now.
I'm right on board here with Daza, but there's a real issue here to say. Oh no, actually, sorry, there was just a weird thing here. I thought, sorry, the interval gaps are weird there, but Phantom is right up behind Combat, as Combat's got front right end plate damage, so Phantom's gonna have to try and find his way past here. But could Deadly Jason have pulled an absolute blinder to Saint here? He's done 14 laps on those hards. Could he make a one-stop work? Combat into the pits.
And he has picked up a 5-second time penalty.
And he's gone for a wing change as well. Could Deadly Jason have pulled off a big strategic maneuver, just like he did last week as well?
I mean, it's certainly possible at the moment here. Tiger currently finds himself up in 4th position. That's been a dramatic turnaround from where he started this race, although currently being put under pressure by Gin and Juice. Oh yeah, up 10 positions.
Yeah, but as I'm saying it to Sento, he hasn't made a pit stop. He's one of the only few people in this race not to have made a pit stop. Only him, Dazza, Robert Codfather, Triple O and Alex Gunamaka yet to make a pit stop in this race.
And Dazza's gone for 14 laps on those soft sides. They really must be dying now.
Yeah, Dazza surely is going to be coming into the pit soon on those. Yeah, there's a lot of wear and blistering on those now, to say. Surely he'll be coming in.
Hang on a minute. So we've got Dazza who stayed out for 14 laps on the softs. It's currently raining. Wouldn't that indicate that the rain is going to get heavier at some point soon? Because he stayed out for so long on that soft compound tyre.
Surely then for Dazza now, pit for the softs, take them to then the rain and then come back in for a set of intermediates.
Well, let's see if Dazza comes into the pits, and if he does, what tyres he goes on recently.
How is he doing this?
He stays out. The McLaren's in of Kebab. What tyres does Kebab go to now? Is this a switch over point? It looks like the yellow wall medium tyres then for the McLaren.
I don't know what's going on here.
5-second penalty. Me neither.
Like, what is the strat? Like, what is it? I'm trying to board it. We don't
know the weather forecast here up in the commentary box, obviously, so we are literally in the dark.
Do.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. It's got to be the most confused I think I've ever been in any race.
I'm just looking to see who's overtaking who out on track, as it looks like Gin and Juice is going to be putting Deadly Jason
I was
under
right
pressure.
on board with Gin and Juice here. I'm just looking at this battle here between these two. Look at the back as well. Saba the Mister's up right up behind his teammate Infamella. As
oh, Deadly Jason. He's got horrible legs off turn. Gin and Juice.
Oh yeah, he has. Gin and Juice has gone for the move. He's gone to the outside, now into the inside, sorry, and he's going to hold it on the inside and does indeed get the move done. No, he does. He keeps the move up in 4th position. He is on those fresher hards too, Saints, so it was definitely seen there. Good. We haven't spoke about Gin and Juice here, but he's gone up 3 positions in this race. He's had a good race as well. Tuncuri up 5. Tuncuri's at a podium position at the moment for Tuncuri. What a race it'll be for him.
Yeah, certainly. He has only done 4 laps on that set of mediums as well, so currently looking in a very, very good position indeed. But not as good as RC8, who now has a 10-second lead. That's a great start.
I can't tell whether the rain's getting heavier or not. Does Gregster know something we don't?
Well,
I can't tell because I don't know.
He must be hoping so, because we're at about what, half race distance now, and he has to hope that the rain doesn't get any worse than this essentially for his particular strategy.
It started raining. It started raining on lap 10. We've got 8 laps while it's been raining, and it's definitely not. It hasn't gotten heavier.
Well, we're definitely not at that changeover point yet, are we? I'm looking at Dazza though. Does he decide to come into the pits this lap? 16 laps now on those, so they must be about to puncture, surely. He's stayed out for as long. He's stayed out for as long a time on those. Oh, we've got yellows.
Deadly Jason!
Deadly Jason, no!
He was running in a really good position. He's lost the position to Phantom now, but luckily for him, Dazza is like 19 seconds behind, so he doesn't lose 2 positions. He keeps that position there.
this is going to be Daz's 17th lap.
Oh, someone else has lost it as well. It's Sabo.
Oh, it's Combat. And Combat's off at the final corner.
Oh, is the rain getting heavier?
Combat was on fresh hards as well.
Is the rain getting heavier? Alex gonna max in? I don't know!
Oh, the McLaren's also got front wing damage there.
No, that's still a sled of slicks for both drivers. Yeah. I'm really confused. Kebab Badges is going to go around inside of Infamela here to Saint through the middle sector, an unconventional overtaking spot, but does indeed get the move done and gets himself back up into the points.
Yeah, and that is yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to work out what's happened. So
wait,
either RC8's gone.
Sorry, carry on.
Either RC8's gone for an aggressive two-stop strategy in this race and knows the rain isn't going to get heavier. I have no idea what Daz is doing. 17 laps on those soft tyres. I don't understand how they haven't punctured yet.
He's coming, he comes in.
Wait, what tyres is
it's
this
taken
for?
that 17 laps. Just saying,
yeah.
that could throw a real spanner in the works for the later races this week. Is he going for a soft to medium? No, he hasn't.
He is.
Has he?
That could be. He's gone for the medium tyres.
No. Oh, he has. Wait, how many laps? 16 laps. Can the softs, can the mediums go 16?
That's possible.
Daza.
That's easily possible.
Wow. If he makes us work to say this could be incredible.
I mean, it's a bold strategy. It's certainly a bold strategy.
Does it work?
Apparently it's going to work. If he's on those mediums now, how has Daz made that? Well, that is brilliant.
Soft to meat? She said that could throw a real spanner in the works for the later races, you know?
Yeah, easily. So Phantom Raspberry's now trying to make amends to that mistake.
Do we know, is Daz on wheel or controller?
He's on a Thrustmaster T80, I believe.
There's your answer then. We may have the same. I'm just making a theory here. We may have a similar situation to what it was in Brazil, where controller users had about 10% more tyre wear than could users on the wheel. And what that resulted in is controller users had punctures when they went for a soft to medium, whereas the wheel users comfortably finished on a soft to medium strategy. Could we have a similar situation here?
The only thing I would be wary of in this scenario, though, is that obviously we have had some safety car laps here in the session and some virtual safety car periods, all of which have helped Daz
we haven't had a safety car. We've just had two virtual safety cars.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So we had the virtual safety car periods. Sorry, that would have helped.
Bear in mind as well. Also, it is raining, so drivers will be running slightly a bit slower than they are.
Yeah, that's also true.
It could be because it happened in Brazil last season. We had people on the controller who had punctures when they went for a soft to medium, but the game recommends a soft to hard. But obviously people on the wheels were able to save the tyres a lot more and were able to make a comfortable soft to medium work. I feel like we might have to... Oh, he goes Phantom to the inside of Gin and Juice. And he's trying to find his way past the Williams here and just not able to make it work.
Try and make it work around the outside into the big sand tuney corner. Can't make it work though. Dad's now making his way up through the pack. Currently in 9th position after being lapped, by RCA. On the back of Robert Codfather now for 9th position. Robert has to slow down, but he's going to go defensive as Daz has blast past the...
we've got a spinner. But it's a Merc. It's Alex going to mark at the back. Triple O getting Sabo the Mister going around the outside. That's a very nice overtake from Sabo there. Triple O's on 20 lap old mediums to Saint. Is he going for a soft, medium to soft strategy?
At medium to soft?
Well, he's done 20 laps.
The freshman are pulling some blinders
So has
today.
Robert Codfather's gone 20 laps.
Oh, Deadly Jason as well on 20 lap old hards.
Well, we knew the hard to soft was going to be the thing.
Possible, yeah. Alright, well, apparently the freshman have pulled some blinder strategies today then.
Well, Robert Codfather's running slowly and we've got someone retired. It's Alex going to map, but it's in the pit lane. Wait, Robert's running really slowly. Robert's lost 2 positions there.
And now coming under pressure from Triple O. That's got any DRS assistance either. But nothing that Triple O can do. The yellow gets one.
Yeah, no, it's just Alex Gunnermack's car. He retired it in the pit lane, but it hasn't actually retired in the pit lane, which is weird. But Phantom 2 Cent is still not being able to find his way past Gin and Juice, and he's stuck behind him at the moment.
Yeah, as Alex Gunnermack's car is finding quite a long-winded way to go and park up in the first sector. As I believe it's going to just park up after turn 4. No, it's going to keep going. Oh, there we go. It stops now.
It's Kebab here.
Oh,
yeah.
Infomella's out.
Infomella's retired. Is that a full retirement? Oh, it is. Oh, it's a safety car.
Safety car.
I think he's lost it by himself, Toussaint. Oh, yeah, I think he has. He's in the middle of the track. Oh, that is...
Tanchuri stays out.
Oh, that is not... That is not...
Gin and Juice in. Phantom in.
Surely Deadly Jason's in.
Beautifully for Deadly Jason.
Surely Deadly Jason's in.
And that could be for soft tires. It's going to be softs, mediums for Gin and Juice. Deadly Jason comes into
Deadly
the
Jason
pits.
comes in. This could work out for Robert Codfather and Triple O as well. Toussaint at the back here.
Yeah, certainly, Tiger.
What's Deadly Jason gone to? Deadly Jason's gone for a set of mediums.
Oh, with only 13 laps left to go. I thought he would have gone to
he could have gone for soft tyres.
Obviously feeling that the medium is probably the safer bet at the moment. Dad's come into the pits and go for a fresh
maybe just wants a possibly maybe a bit
RC8's
more.
in.
Maybe he just wants RC8 in. It's up for that. It's for the mediums, Toussaint. So he's gone for that aggressive soft medium, and that's worked out beautifully for RC8. However, Toussaint, Gregster, surely he can come into the pits now. No, he stays. No, he's come in. He's come in late in. Surely for him, that has to be the soft tyres. And how this has worked out for Gregster is, Toussaint. Gregster's gone softs. RC8's on mediums. So Gregster's in a perfect position here because he'll be able to catch back up to the safety car and catch back up to RC8 on the leader. Gregster could be in a perfect opportunity to win this race now.
All that being said, though, Tiger's got 2 laps cars in front of him. I believe that's going to be Sabo the Mister
and Unique J.
Unique J, yes, exactly. You're going to be in between him and RCA, obviously in the game, and you can't get rid of lap cars under a safety car.
Tunchuri's coming for softs, but it's dropped now behind Phantom. So Tunchuri's dropped behind Phantom now, but it's ahead of Gin and Juice. Gin and Juice also on
mediums.
Mediums. So Tunchuri's in a brilliant position here.
So, quick rundown for everybody.
What on earth has happened?
It's currently raining. We have a safety car out for the last 12 laps of this race. I don't know which way it's going to go. RC8 needs to pull away from Greg's. I believe DRS is still enabled. That's when we'll know if it's raining enough, Tiger, because it will come up saying the DRS has been disabled.
Yeah, that's when you usually know when it's intermediate time.
Yeah, certainly. But Phantom now has got himself back up into third after a 5-second time penalty.
And a drive-through.
Oh, no, Robert!
And a drive-through.
And a drive-through penalty, indeed. He's got himself back up into third position.
Robert's coming on the softs. Robert is coming on the softs. And bearing in mind, Toussaint, Robert's come out ahead of the safety car, so he will not be lapped. So he can now go back round the track, catch up to the back of the safety car park, and Dazza Kebab in front of him.
Unique J disqualified.
Disqualified?
He's overtaken the safety car.
I think he's tried to unlap himself. I don't think he realises he can't unlap himself under the safety car. No, it's good. He's pulled over. His car's just taken out a brake board there, but I don't think he realised that you can't, in this game, you cannot unlap yourself under the safety car. That's not how this game works.
Well, that makes Greg's job a bit easier, at least.
Well, he's only got Sabo the Mister in front of him now.
Yeah.
It's Kebab's in.
Kebab?
Yeah, Kebab's in for a fresh set of softs.
Oh, okay then. So
Robert Cupfather could be on for some points, you know, for some really good points. Because Toussaint, Sabo's been lapped. Robert Cupfather hasn't.
That's very true, actually, Ty.
Because Sabo is in the safety car pack, but has not been lapped. Robert
Come
Codfather!
on, Robert.
Come on, Robert! Yes! Come on,
We
Robert!
are not
He's...
biased. We are
yes,
not biased.
we're definitely not biased unless it's Robert Codfather. Robert Codfather could be on for points, Toussaint. This could be one of his highest scoring points positions in the freshman. I believe, did he pick up like 1/10th place last season? I believe he did, didn't he? I think it was something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure.
This could be his highest points finish. But unfortunately, the man's got a 5-second time penalty, but he's got no one around him. Because he's got like a lap behind.
So will the safety car stay out for another lap here?
No, because the
Obviously,
safety
Robert
car's waiting for Robert Codfather to catch up. The safety car, the safety car has to wait for Robert Codfather to catch up.
But Tyler, the longer the safety car stays out, the colder the tyres are going to get. Sorry, on the cars of those drivers.
Someone's darted in. Dazza's darted in.
Dazza, is that for softs?
Softs, it will be. Yes, it will be. Just saying, we've had this weird thing again in this game, and that's what I kind of like about this 2020 game. Is it happened last season in Monza, if you remember. We had a race where it rained, but it wasn't enough substantial rain to cause an intermediate. It was just there to cause a bit of a slippery track, but not enough for the intermediate tyres. That's what I kind of like about this game. The dynamic weather in this game is actually really good. That's the thing. I'm praising Codemasters, okay? This is a first. But the dynamic weather in this game is quite good, to be fair.
This race has been...
Just
from a strategic point of view, it has been a complete,
to be fair,
mind twist.
Apart from that huge lap 1 incident, it's been pretty clean, and all it's been about really is just been about the strategy.
Hang on, has Tanturi overtaken Phantom somehow in there somewhere? I think Phantom's gone off the track in there, because Tanturi's gone that path.
Tanturi's in third. Go on, Tanturi.
I mean, just advocate overtaking under the safety car. Have we got safety car lights
might have
off?
to get that position back. Wait, safety car lights are off? Yes, safety car's in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
Well, because Robert Codfather's caught up to the back of the pack. So, safety car is in this lap now.
So RCA becomes the de facto safety car.
I was just about to say that. Here we go now. 10 laps to go in this race. We've still got plenty of racing to go. What a race this has been.
Hopefully we don't have another safety car, because I would really like to see some battles here on the slippery track that has become Zandvoort Circuit here in the Netherlands. Oh, there's been a bit of front wing damage as RC8 keeps it very, very slow as you go around the final couple of corners.
It's just a bit of contact. Oh no, Gin and Juice has front right end plate damage.
Oh no, and where does RC8 decide to go? He's gone now then, so we're back to green flag racing.
Keep an eye on the back of the pack, do you think? Because people are liable on those cold tyres to lose the rear of this car on this here. Gregster defending. Here comes, what's that? No, sorry, it was, I believe it was Ace Sabo the Mister trying to move. Tanturi's gone wide, and here comes Hunter down the inside. The lap car's just trying to get out of the way here for the drivers in front here. I believe that was Triple O trying to get out of the way. It's Gin and Juice now. Kebab's from wide trying to look for the move. Kebab trying to look for the move on Gin and Juice, and Kebab's hit the wall. Kebab's hit the wall, and here comes Dazza around the outside, and Dazza's going to get the move done. Kebab's from wide again. And Robert Codfather is going to go past. Come on, Robert! Yes, 11 to 8th place. Robert Codfather, Toussaint into 8th place. Kebab's left the session out of anger and has not retired his car. That could possibly be, an issue. Combat received a 5-second penalty because he had ignoring blue flags. Here comes Gregster.
RC8. Go down until turns 10 and 11. This is so close here between the two championship leaders at the moment. RCA currently leading the way in the championship, has taken 2 wins from the first 2 races. Greg's will be doing everything he can to try and end that streak. Be careful not to go over that curb. We've got a good battle here, Toussaint, as well, between Gin and Juice, Deadly Jason, Dazza. And I was going to say Robert Codfather, but he's a bit behind because I think there's a lap car in there of combat. I thought it was Robert Codfather. Here goes Greg's still looking for the move. He can't go for it there. Will Dazza look for the move on Deadly Jason here? Deadly Jason, 4-lap old mediums. Dazza on fresh soft. So Dazza in a good position to get some brilliant points here. Oh, someone's off at the back. Sorry, Triple O's retired to manual retirement. As Piero's theory that 10 cars will finish this race has actually just come true. Because Kebab is technically retired from the race.
Technically, so, you know.
As Gregster, though, is really harrying the back and forth. Is it just me, sorry, was the rain getting heavier? I don't know. It feels like it's getting heavier. I don't know. But we don't have DRS just yet, but we don't know if it's been disabled. So Gregster now, all trying to do everything that he can to get past RCF. We've got a similar situation.
Jason having a little battle here with Gin and Juice and Dazzo! Denny Jason's got contact! And there's damage! Here comes Robert Codfather! What a race this is from Robert Codfather!
But look at Gregster now, Tiger, 2/10 of a second is the gap to go to the inside. Can he make a move into turn 1? Overtake on
DRS is enabled, so it definitely
isn't.
It definitely is still dry conditions.
And that no mistakes made from these two just yet. Can RC8 hold off Gregster and take his 3rd win in a row? Can Gregster go around the outside at turn 3? Nothing on this. And Unique J, oh, it's left, sorry, he's already retired, or been disqualified even. Now Gregster just 2/10 of a second now behind RC8 to make their way through the sand dunes. And Phantom now is getting on the back on both these two. The gap currently 2 seconds at the moment, down to 1.7 now.
This is a great battle between these two cent. It really is. Gregster and RC8. Who's got the more ERS? We've got a similar situation to yesterday. However, they're on 2 different compounds. Gregster hasn't got much ERS in his arsenal. And RC8 has 52%. So Gregster in a bit of a disadvantage, but the advantage that Gregster has, here comes Dazza and Gin and Juice now going wheel to wheel. Gin and Juice has front wing damage. And here goes Dazza now round the outside. He's stuck in the gravel. This may allow Deadly Jason to get involved around the outside. He's going to hold on the outside. Here comes Gregster possibly looking for the move. Phantom getting involved as well. It's the same top 3 as we started with. And somehow managed to make their way back round to being the same top 3 again.
Here, lap 30 of 36.
Here comes Dazza looking for the move to the outside of Deadly Jason this time. Gin and Juice has come in. Gin and Juice has come in, and Robert Codfather is into 7th place. Go on, Robert. 7th place, that'll be the highest.
His teammate in front of him, Tiger's got wing damage. This could be 6th position here for Robert Codfather.
This could be the highest finish for Robert Codfather. This could be the highest ever finish for Robert.
Gregster is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at RCA, but he just can't break out into 1st position. Phantom's now on the back of these two. It's another 3-way fight here for the lead. Somehow, with 7 laps to go, including this one then, Gregster's not able to get by RC8, hasn't got enough ERS.
Phantom's closer behind Gregster, and Gregster's closer behind RC8. Phantom could actually look for the move on Gregster here. Because look at Gregster, he's got no ERS, and both Ferrari drivers have a lot more ERS around him. Gregster in a Ferrari sandwich right now, and is not in a good position here. Here comes Phantom! Here comes Phantom! To the outside! Gregster's going to defend. Phantom's going to hold it on the outside here. They're going to go wheel to wheel. No, Gregster isn't going to let it go. They're going to go wheel to wheel into this corner here, into the small banky boy. Oh, what a move from Phantom there. Wow, brilliant move from Phantom. This race, I don't care this bit. I don't care about that one. I don't care about the bits of contact. This race has been incredible. What an incredible race this has been.
Certainly. And now Phantom less than a second behind his teammate. Can Phantom win his 1st race of the season here in the Netherlands? He's definitely got the pace this afternoon.
Danny Jason's pit. Robert Codfather's up into 6th place. Oh my God, that's how crazy this race is. Robert Codfather is up into 6th place.
Oh, Phantom's over there on the brakes is getting slipperier out there. That's a word. Here comes Phantom now around the final couple of
I love Piero.
So close.
I love Piero here. He said, "What a phantastic move we've got there." That's brilliant. Fantastic move there.
He lost it in the final corner. Here comes Gregster.
Gregster, he's got no ERS. He has no ERS. Is he going to lunge it? Phantom's gone wide. Here comes Gregster. Looking for the move, and this is just allowing RC8 to get away.
I was about to say, Tiger, they need to not let RC8 get away here, because otherwise that's going to doom their chances of the win.
4 laps to go. Robert Codfather's got a 5-second penalty, but he's got 11 seconds to Gin and Juice, and that gap is coming down. Robert Codfather could have 6th. This could be incredible.
Phantom needs to get on with this here, needs to get after his teammate if he wants this win, as actually R6 going to have DRS from the back of the McLaren of Kebab as well. Oh, but he's been slowed down! He's been slowed down, Tiger! And now Phantom's all over him, and there's nearly a crash between the two teammates!
Didn't I say that lapped car of Kebab would come back into play at some point, and it just did. Look at Gregston now, he's right on the back of Phantom. What a battle
and R6's got no ERS, R6's got next to no ERS, Phantom's got more than him now.
No, but they've all got next to no ERS. You say, look, they've got none of them have got any.
Yeah, no,
his combat's lost wing.
Here comes
Combat's
Phantom.
retired from the session.
Can Phantom get
What is this
lead
race?
at that 33? It's going to be a send if he goes for it, decides not to go for it on this occasion. We're going to have the two Ferraris going wheel to wheel on the closing stages of the race.
5-second time penalty. He span and he had a drive-through penalty and he could win this race.
Spin to win
Spinella from the Ferrari driver.
And what can Phantom do now to make their way through the latter stages of the first set? Lap 33, these three still separated by less than a second. 6:10 separates the top three. Still here, 3 laps to go. And Phantom now still looking on the back of RCA for that 30.
Crucially, though, Phantom has a 5-second time penalty. Don't forget that, Toussaint. Phantom has a 5-second time penalty. Sorry to nullify this battle, but he has a 5-second time penalty.
So it's Gregson that we're looking to now, really to try and get past Phantom and challenge RC8 here.
Driver of the day for me, I'm sorry, it has to be Robert Codfather.
Yeah, 100%.
100% Robert Codfather. Kebab and Sabo here, but Kebab just trying to get past there. Is the AI car.
Robert Codfather's got 100% of the vote. RC8's got a twitch. Here comes Phantom down the inside. And here comes Gregster. If Gregster gets past RC8, he will win the race. If Gregster's down the inside,
Gregster's down the inside. He's going to hold on the curb on the inside. That's a dangerous curb to be on. But Phantom is up into first, but unfortunately has a 5-second time penalty. Can Gregster get past RC8 here?
If Gregster overtakes RC8 here, Gregster will win the race.
Apparently it was under the safety car, so apparently it could be removed possibly if the stewards do remove it.
True.
So it could still be Phantom for the win, but at the moment it's not going to be. Gregster's right up behind. RCA could be looking for the move, and unfortunately Robert just not quick enough because Gin and Juice has closed that gap to 3.2 seconds. So Robert Codfather unfortunately will be relegated to 7th, but still 7th place for Robert Codfather. Yeah, he's on the back of Gregster. RCA has no DRS.
No, he's lost a second already to Phantom in front, and now he's looking all over the back.
Gregster's all over the back of him.
Oh, this is too close to call. But now R6's going to have DRS down the main straight here, Tiger.
Toussaint. Robert Codfather has 100% of the votes in the driver of the day. Yes, everyone.
That's what we like to see.
Robert Codfather. Here comes Gregster when he looked for the move. No, R6 just has the... No, Robert's in the gravel! No, Robert, no!
I know, it's okay.
Nobody's lost time to Deadly Jason.
No, but Tiger, look how many drivers there are left in the race. He's going to score points no matter what happens.
I know, but he was going to be on for one of his best points finishes, Robert.
It still will be.
No.
Lap
Go on, Robert, keep going.
Then. I
don't care about bias. He was my teammate last season. I need Robert Codfather. Get some points. Here goes RC8 now. He's falling behind Toussaint, behind RC8. Behind Phantom. Jenny losing my voice. You can hear me Jenny just losing my voice. Gregston now behind RC8.
RC8's got no DRS again down the back straight. You would say this is probably going to be.
RC8 has no ERS. Nobody has any ERS. Only Phantom has the best ERS out of these guys. Oh, that's a big lockup from Gregster.
So
Robert Codfather got driver of the day. Yes, Robert. Driver of the day for Robert Codfather. No one else got any votes. All Robert Codfather.
And this is going to be, you would say this is going to be Gregster's last opportunity to try and get past RC8 here, but he can't make it work. He's way too far behind.
No, Gregster not being able to get it done.
And RC8 was drifting through the exit in turn 1
I think this is where those mediums are coming into play, Toussaint, though. I think the rain is getting heavier, is it not? It looks like it's getting a little bit heavier.
It was only about 4 miles of this race left, so I'm sure it's not going to matter.
This race seems like it's gone on forever. Oh, Robert, you can't be doing that. Robert just defending to the inside. He just parked it on the apex as Deadly Jason's trying to find a way through. Robert Codfarmer trying to hold his position to say, but these three appear. What an outstanding race from these three it has been.
Oh,
wait, who's lost it? Oh, it's Sabo.
It's Sabo. And he's gone backwards into the wall, spun back round and gets
Sabo's still going to get points even though he's like a lap down. He's still going to get points.
And it's going to be Phantom though. With a 5-second time penalty, he's going to go through the final sector now. He will win the race on track. He might win it on penalties as well.
Here we go to the line. Gregster's right. Oh, there's a big twitch from Gregster. He's right up behind RC8. He's just going to come to the line. And it's going to be Phantom who wins, but RC8 will take the win on the penalty, but that is still pending because we don't know whether he got that on purpose or by accident under the safety car. It'll be reviewed by the stewards. Tunjuri, what a race from him to say he's going to come across the line and take 4th place for the racing point.
Dazza as well. Dazza as well, making an incredible strategy work to fit.
He got a free pit stop under the safety car, didn't he? He's going to come across the line. Gin and Juice. We'll get to Robert in a minute. He's defended from Deadly Jason. Come on, Robert.
Robert.
Gin and Juice is spinning. He's hit the wall.
Oh, it's Hamilton from Silverstone.
He's spun. Come on, Robert. Come on.
Gin and Juice is still going backwards down the straight. Gin and Juice is reversing to the line. He's gone into the pit.
Come on, Robert. He's gone right in front of them. Robert to the line. Robert goes Robert. What is this race? Robert Convey, I only got 8th. What is this race? Oh my god.
Hang on. So the Williams crashed and was reversing to the line, then like spun back round and went across the track, and then he took out both Hasses. And Robert had to go onto the cross to avoid him. What? No way. What a race! What a race. Wow. That was incredible. Tiger.
Oh my god. Robert Codfather. He got 8th. That's his best points finish to say. He went from 12th to 8th. Robert Codfather. Driver of the day. Wow. Gin and Juice might possibly pick up a penalty for that because he did just reverse right across the track, but oh my god.
I can't even run through the grid. I can't even run through the grid.
What a race.
That was insane. That's the second race. That's the second race this week we've had decided by less than a second to the lead.
Gin and Juice tried to reverse to the line. He spun, so he went, nah, screw it, I'll just reverse to the line. He did like a... Oh
it's like
my
Hamilton
god.
from Silverstone, but backwards.
What was that race?
I do not even know. My voice is like coarse now. What?
Oh my god. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a race.
R6 picking up his third win of the season, but that is still disputed with Phantom Razgriz, whatever, picking up a 5-second penalty under the safety car. So these may not be the final results of this race.
Remember,
What
Phantom,
a race that was.
Yeah, RC8 got the win, but Phantom might get his 5-second penalty removed. But you were great commentating, Tiger, in the two. Well, I'm
Thank
genuinely
you.
losing my voice right now. Like that was what a race. Oh my god. I can't believe that finish. Can't believe that entire race. Robert Godfather was in sixth at one point.
Is that better than Premier Series Singapore?
I
Was
don't
it better
know.
than Premier Series Singapore? I don't know either. But Freshman never fails to disappoint, I guess, in terms of action.
Yeah, the Gin and Juice probably will pick up a penalty for that, but definitely think that lap one incident at turn 4 there'll be some penalties there. But apart from that, Toussaint, it actually wasn't too bad in terms of the cleanliness of the race. It was quite good, to be fair. We had some really good clean racing at one point.
I think
it was
the slippery.
Go on.
Sorry, you go.
I was going to say, I just think this track, it does promote a lot of individual mistakes, and I think that's what we saw a lot of. That's why quite a lot of people retired. I think it was a lot of individual mistakes. I think that's what people make. And alongside also the slippery surface didn't help.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, exactly as you just said, it was the... I'd say that the close proximity of the walls and gravel traps combined with a slippery circuit on slick tyres that definitely made this a race of attrition.
A race that RC8 won on penalties. Phantom won it on track after serving a drive-through penalty and getting a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but then served it, but then got another 5-second penalty for under the safety car. Plus, then Robert Godfather was in 6th at one point. Tunchuri got 4th in the end. What a result for him. Kebab got a point even though he left the session. Kebab got a point to say even though he left the session.
Piero, you gotta stop making predictions, man. That's like the third
Phantom
time in a row
Raspberry
now.
subscriber Pimes, you subscribed for 4 months. Thank you, Phantom. I mean, oh my god.
Piero, like
The people's champion, Robert Godfather.
The people's champion. What a race that was. What a race. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at the same track, yeah? Wow.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely incredible.
I can't even do the outro.
No, I can't. I can't. Oh my god. What a race.
Wait, when this gets uploaded onto YouTube, I'm watching it back many times.
Oh my gosh, like
Thanks again, Bonnie.
She didn't just drive reverse into the line. And it just... Ginny, that's how crazy that race was. We had someone trying to reverse across the line to finish. I'm laughing because it was just so crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, Tiger has gone. Tiger has died seconds. You've witnessed a death.
Oh my god. Oh, I need to compose myself. Oh, sorry everyone. Oh dear me. Thank you everyone for watching. What a race. Genuinely tears in my eyes like that. Oh my god. Whew. What a race. Wow. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank for the few people there who would take us on that bombshell. It's time to end. But thank you to people who would subscribe to Prime there. If you haven't already, you can do so on Twitch. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And make sure you tune in again. We'll be back around Zandvoort for the Premier Series, Toussaint, which be you and Natty commentate. Toussaint, you would have done 3 commentaries this week, mate. It'd be most commentaries you would have done in a week. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy.
If you're tired of, hopefully you're not tired of listening to my voice.
Oh no, they have to listen to my voice every week, so... Yeah, thank you, Piero.
Long live Robert.
Long live to Robert Codfather. Brilliant, brilliantly well done from the man. We know he isn't the fastest driver in Gavra, but darn, he took his opportunities where he needed to, didn't he?
The new people's champion.
The new people's champion, Robert Codfather. Wow. Wow. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, thank everyone in the chat. It's been an exciting race. And yeah, tune in tomorrow for the premiere, and then Thursday for the Super League. Yeah, brilliant. Just I've got nothing more to say, if I'm honest. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Cheers,
guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll see you next week for the freshmen again. We'll be in France next week for everyone. So yeah, tune in for then.